With the 13th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle, Clemson.
There's some value for you. He's my 7th overall player in this.
What is going on, guys? We're going to be back here in another rebuild. This time we're going to be taking on the Miami Dolphins. Shout out to Bobby Celestin for the recommendation. We're going to be using the updated rosters as well, so definitely probably the worst roster in the league, let's be honest here. I mean, they do have some bright spots, but the downsides definitely outweigh the positives of this team. So we're going to have Fitzpatrick and Rosen at a quarterback. Obviously going to start Rosen. Want to see if he can develop for us. Kenyon Drake at running back, wide receivers. I actually feel like we should be decently set through our wide receivers this rebuild. We have Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker, who should be good throughout the rebuild and upgrade well. We also have Albert Wilson, and we know he is a monster in the slot. He usually produces quite well from there. Offensive line is in shambles, except Laramie Tunsil. That's the bright spot of this offensive line. We start with a solid left tackle. Other than that, everything else pretty much is going to need to be replaced. Tight end, I want to see how Gesicki does in his second year here. Well, he's still considered a rookie, I believe, here in Madden. But, yeah, we'll see how he does. I'm excited to see what he can do. Defensively, we have some monsters interiorly. We have Christian Wilkins, who I'm a huge fan of. And think Miami got a steal there. I really do. Also have Godchuk's here at defensive tackle. We need to upgrade our defensive ends. Charles Harris is pretty young, but he doesn't really have a lot of strength. So we might need to be looking for some new defensive ends. Cornerbacks are pretty nice. We do have Maninka, who I am going to start. Also have Xavier Howard, who should be here long term. And Bobby McCain should be a nice slot guy here for us. Safeties, I usually end up trading Rashad Jones. We'll keep him this time just to change it up a little bit. Safeties probably need to be replaced, though. Rashad Jones is a bit of a dinosaur. Linebackers, we have two nice young guys here. One in Jerome Baker and then McMillan here. So middle and left should be all right throughout the whole rebuild. Kiko Alonso, he's got to go, probably. He's about 30-some, so definitely not in my long-term plans. But as a whole, not a great roster to work with, but we'll see what we can get done. I'm excited to see if Josh Rosen can be the quarterback here for the Dolphins. I guess we'll see. He's got a lot of receiving talent. Not a great offensive line, though. Let's go ahead and set our season goal. Probably 7 wins. I mean, we do have Brian Flores here coming over as a first-year head coach. We'll see what he can get done. Let's go ahead and hop to mid-season, though. See what kind of players we're going to have to re-sign. Not bad at all. We're sitting at 4-4. I'll take that. Oh, wow, the Patriots 8-0. Man, they're just going to run this division. Hopefully they don't get a quarterback, because usually they end up getting a QB. And it makes for some big trouble. It makes for some huge trouble. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, I know I've not been doing great in rebuilds. I think scheme fit is actually more important than I thought it was. I really didn't care about scheme fit at all, and I think that was a bad spot for us. So I changed our scheme to vertical zone run. As you can see, we're 95% scheme fits. So we'll see if we can do better. I mean, we're starting off 4-4 with not a great roster. So that's not bad. Let's go ahead and check out the re-signings here. We'll see if we actually, doesn't look like any of these players are going to be of value to us, and probably not going to bring anybody back. So we're going to let go of everybody here in this mid-season re-signing period. See if we can't make some signings here at the end of the year, or possibly get in the playoffs. I doubt it, though, but it's a possibility. No playoffs, not a huge bummer here. First year, wasn't expecting to be great. Whoa, though. We win 1 game after midseason. We finish 5-11. Not good. Not freaking good. That's definitely a little bad. I'm a little worried about that. Josh Rosen only has 2 upgrade points. Man, I'm using the 2020 draft rosters as well, so we're going to have some quarterbacks available, possibly Tua Tagovailoa. I don't know if I said that name right, but yeah, he's going to potentially be available. Christian Wilkins with 5? Yes, please. Yes, I'll take that. I will for sure take it. Patriots finished 13-3. Ooh, wow. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Josh Rosen doesn't look like he's going to be our guy. He really is not. 3,500 yards, 23 touchdowns, 10 picks. Bad year, bad year. 60% completion rate. Running the ball, Kenyon Drake doesn't even break 1,000 yards. Only gets 2 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Kenny Stills with 75 receptions, about 900 yards and 5 TDs. Devontae Parker, 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. Gesicki, 700 yards, 4. Albert Wilson didn't do great from the slot. Usually does better. So I think we've seen in this first year that Josh Rosen isn't our quarterback. Really, I don't like that year at all. Sacks-wise, our best offensive lineman allowed 12 sacks, which is unfortunate. That's definitely not what you want to see either. I mean, he's by far our best offensive lineman. So, I mean, yeah, we struggled real bad. We had 300 tacklers, though. That's pretty nice. We get 120 by Baker, 107 by Howard, 102 by McMillan. Go ahead and check out the sacks department. We get 5 by the rookie Wilkins. He also has 11 tackles for loss and 48 tackles. Holy crap. We get 4 sacks by Harris. Other than that, we struggle real bad getting sacks. Interceptions, we get 3 by Howard, 3 by Fitzpatrick, 2 by Rashad Jones. Hopefully we do get picks, though. I mean, we have a nasty cornerback core. Real good. Real nice. It's one of the bright spots of this team, but, man, did we have a bad year? We really did. I don't think I really want to try Josh Rosen out the second year. To be honest, I kind of want to go after Tua Tagovailoa. I don't know why I can't say that name, but yeah, that's potentially someone we're looking for. So we might trade up. We'll see if we can get it done or what we pick. But let's go ahead and hop into free agency right now and see what we can get done there. All right, guys, so we're here in free agency, and I know I'm wanting to stick with scheme fit guys, but J.J. is one of those people, it's kind of tough to pass on him. We have a need at running back, even though we do have Kenyon Drake. He didn't have a great year at all. I mean, a pretty bad year. So he's an 86 overall, only 26, so that's not a bad pickup if we can land him. And I'm only going to offer one other contract here, and it's going to be to Jack Mewhort. Just need to build up that offensive line a little bit. We still are in shambles there, so any help would be pretty decent. I mean, our offensive line is not good. It's definitely not. Let's go ahead and see if we get these guys. J.J. would be a massive signing, and we end up getting J.J. and Mewhort. So we go ahead and get J.J., maybe a decent offensive lineman to try to help him out. You know what? We're going for it, dude. We're going for it. We're going to try to get the number 1 overall pick. Keep in mind, I know Josh Rosen, we traded for him, but he didn't have a good year. It was a bad year, if we're being honest. And Tua Tagovailoa is available. The lefty in Miami has said that they have interest in him. That's their quarterback that they said they were looking for. Even this year's draft, they said that's the quarterback they were going to wait on. We'll see what this would get us. It's almost accepted. I don't think we're going to have to give up our first-round pick. I don't think we're going to have to, because we picked fairly high. I want to hold on to that. What would a second-round pick fetch us? I think this is, I don't know if this is, really gonna happen or not, but we'll see. Maybe we might have to go for that first round. We'll see what this second gets us. Actually, no. So we give up a second round pick and Josh Rosen. And Josh Rosen, he's talented. I mean, he's a 77 overall. Just, I didn't really want him on the team. So Denver thought otherwise, and they go out and get their quarterback in Josh Rosen. And we get the number 1 overall pick for it. Alright guys, so we're going to be in the draft trade. I know we don't usually make trades like that, but I want to start making more, especially with how trades are going in real life. We got to do more trades like that. It'll be more fun, and it'll give us more opportunities here in the draft to get some decent players. So we are going to go after our quarterback here in Tua Tagovailoa. Man, I just can't say the name. I can't. Ran a 4.62. He looks like he's going to be a monster. 20, coming out of Bama. We'll see what he can do. 81 overall with superstar development. This is the first time I've actually ever drafted him. And he looks like he's going to be a monster. Superstar, 95 throw power, 86 speed. I mean, he'll straight up fly. He's got all the accuracies you would want. He's 6'1". So height is not going to be a concern. He's a monster. Let's be honest here. He's a freaking monster. I know I need some defensive end help here, but there's not really any good pass rushers available. Especially for finesse move, which I am looking for. There's just not a whole lot available here. So I think the smart move, not the I mean, not the most sexiest move, but the smart move is to go offensive line. We have a left tackle, so why not get ourselves a right tackle here to see if we can help out? And I think I'm going to draft a left tackle and bounce him over to the right side. This guy's too good to pass on. Another good pass blocker never hurts. And this guy is an 80 overall star development. So we get 2 offensive linemen and 2 tackles, really, which I think is a smart decision. We get 2 tackles now. So now we have our left tackle and now our right tackle, which should be good for the remainder of the rebuild. All right, with the last pick that I show you guys here, we'll go ahead and see if we can't find somebody decent. This right outside linebacker that seems to be slipping is actually just what we need. He's not a speedy guy, but we already have a middle linebacker and a left side outside linebacker. So a right guy is what we need. So we're going to go ahead and draft Terrell Lewis, who's a 75 overall with quick development. He's definitely not the best, but he'll get the job done. Solid tackler, decent hit power, nice strength, good block shed, and it's definitely what we need in the linebacker. So that's going to be it unless we do find a gem here later in the draft. So we're here back in year 2, and we had a natty draft, all right? Natty. We didn't even have a nasty one. I'm just calling it natty, all right? We had a really good draft here. We go after our quarterback. I know we got rid of Rosen pretty early on, but I mean, after that horrific year he had, I just don't know what he could offer us. I really don't. So we go after Tagovailoa here. I just can't say the name. He's got superstar development. Picked up Jay Ajayi from free agency. Wide receiving core probably set. We're going to have to pay a lot of money to our receivers, but we're going to be set for the rest of the rebuild most likely. We build up our offensive line pretty decently. We go after a right guard pretty aggressively. We go after a right tackle in the draft as well. So now we have a good tackle group. All we need really now is a center and left guard. So we can take care of that this offseason, hopefully. Defensively, we gotta work on it. Let's just say that. We gotta work on it. Defensively, we really didn't address it too much this year. So we are going to have a couple of holes. Cornerbacks are still pretty decent, though. Safeties, we're going to have to address that. I really want to get rid of Rashad Jones. He has a pretty big cap hit. He really does. So hopefully we can get rid of him pretty soon. We do need some defensive ends. We need... Actually, where's the rookie at? I'm going to have the rookie Lewis here start over Alonzo. So our linebacking core should be good. All we need is kind of some safeties. Maybe a couple nice, good defensive end pass rushers. But we're pretty good interiorly here. So I'm liking the way we look. I'm liking the way we look for sure. Offensively, especially offense. But let's go ahead and hop into midseason here and see if we got a decent record. Whoa, we're 2-5? Okay. Holy crap. What's going on there? 2-5, not a great start at all. I'm not understanding that. Maybe it's the scheme. Maybe it is the scheme. Maybe those do matter a little bit. We are going to have some resignings to make, though. We're going to have to bring back Laramie Tunsil for sure. Xavier Howard's got to come back. Going to let Kenyon Drake go, most likely, along with Jakeem Grant. Our receiving core is actually pretty set, so we really don't need to bring anybody back there. Yeah, that's going to be it. Just those main 2 players there. Just bring back Xavier Howard and Laramie Tunsil. Xavier Howard is actually better overall than I thought he would be. He's already up to an 86 overall. Him and Maninka could make a nasty duo. Well, unfortunately, no playoffs here, but we do have some positions to fill. I mean, it's definitely not like we're stacked already, so I'm not too mad at missing the playoffs. We still finished 1 win better than last year, so we improve a little bit. We get our quarterback some experience. He has 6 upgrade points. That's going to help out massively. That's really going to help out. The problem I have with Ajayi is, he's a good running back. He's solid. Just doesn't upgrade well. He really doesn't. Like, very rarely will he upgrade with more than 1 point. Sometimes not even a point. I'll go ahead and check out defensive upgrades. We get 5 by Wilkins. I mean, he's a monster. One of my favorite players in the draft. I know I said this already, but Miami got a steal. What? The freaking Jets are finishing 13-3? What's going on in my franchise? Holy crap, dude. Okay, it looks like Tua Tagovailoa. Man, okay, I know I'm botching this name. It's probably irritating you guys, but if you guys can let me know how to say the name, I'd appreciate it. I definitely have trouble with it. Altogether, it wasn't a bad year. Okay, we'll try to do this. I can't do it, dude. I'll just call him Tua. So Tua had a good year here. He had about 4,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 60% completion rate, but we'll give him a pass. He's a rook. I mean, he's coming in. He had a couple. I mean, he did have some good receivers, actually. He had a couple bad spots on the O-line, though hopefully can fix. Ajayi nearly rushes for 1,000 yards. Gets about 8 TDs, 3 fumbles, though. Can't happen. That can't. That's something that cannot happen. Receiving the ball, Devontae Parker leads the team in receptions. That's surprising. With 83. He's our number 2 receiver as well. 800 yards, 4 touchdowns. About 800 yards by Gesicki, 5 TDs. Almost 1,000 yards by Kenny Stills, 3 touchdowns only. Albert Wilson, I mean, he shines in the slot. He really does. 900 yards and 10 touchdowns. Blocking, I'm hoping we did decent. Left tackle allows 9 sacks, which isn't what you want to see. He's like an 86 overall pass protector, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Right tackle, rookie, allows 8. Defensively, we got 135 tackles by McMillan, 101 by Maninka, 86 by Baker. What do we get for sacks? We get 9.5 by Charles Harris. He might be our defensive end. Thought we might be needing to look for somebody. We're going to have to re-sign him next year. But, I mean, that's pretty good production. We get 6 sacks by Wilkins, 5 by Andrew Van Ginkel. Devon Gotchicks with 4 interceptions. We get 3 by Baker, 3 by Rashad Jones, 2 by McMillan, and a couple of 1s here. So, not a great year. Tua puts up a decent numbers, though. He shows promise that he's going to be our quarterback of the future for sure. He's got 6 upgrade points, so next year we should be doing pretty hot. We should be pretty good. Alright, guys, so after a really, unfortunate year, I thought we really performed underwhelming, finishing 6-10. I finally figured out, though, how to pronounce our quarterback's name, I do believe. Tua Tagovailoa, I believe. Possibly. I could still be off there, but I've done a little research, and I think that's how you say it, but we need to make some signings in free agency, and this is what I was worried about, and it's really going to hurt. I thought that, some running backs would be available. I know we signed Jay Ajayi to a big deal, so what I'm thinking about doing is, I don't know. Jay Ajayi just does not perform well, so I'm going to go after Jordan Howard and try to trade Jay Ajayi just to get rid of that cap hit, because I just didn't know if these running backs would be available, but they are. They definitely are. So we're going to go after Jordan Howard. He's already a scheme fit. He's a nice player. He's an 89 overall power back, which is a scheme fit. And I told you scheme fit, I think, is more important than I currently did think. So we are going to attempt to sign him. Go ahead and check out our negotiations here. Also going to offer a contract to Rodney Hudson. Surprised he's available. Oakland really let him go. I mean, he's 31, but we're in our 3rd year here. I would hope he would make it throughout the rest of the rebuild. And also go after Carl Joseph. Probably try to get rid of Rashad Jones as well, because as you can see, he's got a nasty contract too. So try to clear up some cap here. Hopefully we get Jordan Howard, and if we do, we might be able to pull together a good trade with Jay Ajayi and maybe Rashad Jones put in there as well. It's definitely a possibility. Go ahead and advance forward. Please, Howard, accept this. And we get all 3 of them. That's going to help out nicely. Very nicely, actually. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull together a trade. So I think I can pull together a trade here that's actually pretty nice. So I know we just signed Jay Ajayi, but I do want to power back with scheme fit, because like I said, I want to test out and see if we can get a lot of people's scheme, if that actually is what has been hurting us. So we're going to attempt that. Also throw Rashad Jones in here. We're going to trade him to Cleveland. Hopefully this doesn't make Cleveland a bigger power team than they already are. But we need a left guard, so it's not too big of a trade. I didn't want to make it unrealistic and go after like Myles Garrett or something like that. So this is a trade I think could possibly go down, I mean, they still have Kareem Hunt. I don't know why they really are interested in him, but they do have a need at safety with Rashad Jones, who is a veteran and could possibly be a nice player for him. So let's go ahead and see what this will get us. They just straight up accept it. So we give up Ajayi. We get rid of that huge contract. We get rid of Rashad Jones' contract, and we pick up a nice left guard. So our offensive line is actually pretty much built up right now. We did pretty good, I'm not going to lie. So doing a quick draft recap, I definitely wouldn't say it was a horrible draft. We went out with our 5th overall pick. We went after a free safety. He's a real speedy free safety as well. He's got 94 speed, which is insane. He's got some decent stats. Definitely got to work on that awareness and play rec, but he's got decent zone coverage, good tackling, good man coverage. He looks like he can be a monster. Paired with Carl Joseph, we could have a nasty safety core. Our defensive backs got a whole lot better. We went after a right end, and to be honest, he's kind of another Charles Harris. He doesn't have a lot of strength, but he has decent finesse move. He's got nice speed, 78 strength. So yeah, like I said, we get another Charles Harris pretty much, who's going to be playing defensive end. So what we do know is we have 2 very quick defensive ends. I go after a quarterback. It ends up being a nice pick because, I like to have a little bit of trade bait here later in the rebuild in case we need to make a trade happen late. We know Tua is going to be our quarterback, so this guy is definitely just going to be here if we need him to be traded. He's got decent stats, not great accuracies, but okay throw power. He's got tight spiral. He's got quick development, so we definitely could fetch a nice price, and we just get a fullback. So that's really who's going to be starting for us. Other than that, I think we had a pretty good draft. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Let's go ahead and hop into year 3. At the start of year 3 here, our roster is actually pretty dramatically changed here. First and foremost, our quarterback has upgraded monsterly. He's up to an 89 overall. We get Jordan Howard after we trade away Jay Ajayi just after a year. And to be honest, I wanted to power back. I just want to get scheme fit in as many positions as possible. We still got the same receivers in Stills, Parker, and Wilson. We also have Gesicki still. Our offensive line is really coming together. We picked up Muhort last year. Adams is now in his 2nd year. Laramie Tunsil's a beast at left tackle. We picked up Rodney Hudson in free agency. And then we traded for Joel Bitonio here. So I'm liking the way we look on offensive line. We definitely should have a nice run game and protect our quarterback well. Defensively here, our defensive line needs some work on the edges, but Charles Harris had a decent year last year, so we'll see what they get sacks-wise. We still got Christian Wilkins. Defensive backs have gotten better. We finally got some safeties with the first-round pick Omen, who's a speedster. Carl Joseph. We still have Maninka, Xavier Howard, Bobby McCain. Linebackers are the same as well, Lewis, McMillan, and Baker. So I'm liking the way our team is really looking. I think we've definitely improved this. We've improved a lot this offseason. A lot. I think we got to make the playoffs, don't we? We got scheme fit in a lot of positions. Our squad is definitely shaping up to be a nice one. So we're sitting here at 3-5, which is disappointing to say the least. I thought we'd be very good this year. Unfortunately, we start off 3-5. I did change the scheme because I'm not going to have any of this where we don't make the playoffs at all. I changed it to run and shoot, which actually does give us some nice scheme fits, especially on the offensive line. All of our offensive linemen have scheme fits, and Gesicki does, and also Albert Wilson does, so maybe that'll help out. Maybe doing the vertical scheme just means you're going to bomb it deep on play action a lot? I don't know, but I was hearing schemes don't matter for rebuilds, but I beg to differ because whenever I use spread or something else, it works out better than this. And we usually don't have loaded squads like this already on offense, so it's a little disappointing. Players we're going to have to resign this year. David Gachox has got to come back. Raquan McMillan, he's coming back. He's our main middle linebacker. Charles Harris actually doesn't want that much money, so I'm probably going to bring him back. Eric Rowe, I'm going to let go of him. We'll get rid of that cap hit with Fitzpatrick. So the only 3 players I'm thinking about bringing back here is going to be Harris, McMillan, and Godchicks. Wow, another familiar sight, dude. No playoffs. What's going on here? We got a 93 overall offense right now. 85 overall defense. I don't know what's going on. We finished 6-10. Okay. I do not get that. I just don't. I don't. I don't even know what to say about that. That's just an unreal. Tua Tagovailoa here throws for 4,200 yards, nearly 28 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 62% completion rate. I have a feeling it has to do with our scheme fit. I just don't know. I really don't. I wish Madden would come out and say if it affects it or not. I'm just not sure right now. Jordan Howard gets 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Definitely, I think, is going to be an upgrade, though, from the guy we traded, the running back, J.J. Man, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Devontae Parker, 79 receptions, leads the team, 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. We're just not getting a lot of TDs. Gesicki, about 800 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kenny Stills, about 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Albert Wilson, about 800 yards there, 6 touchdowns as well. Jordan Howard does decent from the receiving game. Blocking the ball, how do we do? Okay, our right tackle allowed 10 sacks, and our left tackle allowed 9. And they're not bad at all, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Defensively, we get 111 tackles from Raquan McMillan. We get 102 from Baker, 83 from the Rook free safety. Go ahead and check out sacks here. Oh, that's where we struggled. We get 5 by Wilkins. We get 4 by the rookie Freddie Justin. We get 4 by Davin Godchucks here. And 2.5 by Charles Harris. So that is definitely underwhelming. We get 2 picks by Joseph. And then a couple of 1-bombs here. So I'm not sure what to do. I definitely feel like we need to change our scheme, but I'm just not sure to what. That's the problem, because I feel like when we go to a vertical scheme, we just try to bomb it deep, and that's probably not going to work out. So I think I'm going to go back to what I used to do and just change our scheme to spread. That's when I was getting my best results. Even though we didn't have scheme fit in a lot of positions, I feel like spread is the most balanced. So we're going to try that out for next year. Hopefully it works. I mean, man, it's really rough that we have a decent squad here. We're finishing 6-10. That's just not good. So we're going to be back here in another free agency here. Heading into year 4, we're going to have to make some moves. We're going to have to spend some serious money. So we're going to go after Frank Clark, who's 28, but we need one of those outside guys that'll just get after it. That's probably going to be Charles Harris's position. Probably going to bounce Frank Clark over to a left end and possibly see what we can get for Charles Harris. Also going to try to go after O.J. Howard. I know we had Gesicki, but his contract is up this coming up year. Probably don't want to pay him, so I figured why not go out and try to get O.J. Howard. Also going to go after Buda Baker. Don't really need cornerback help, but why not? I mean, we've struggled badly these first 3 years. We really need some help there. So we're going to go ahead and see if they want to accept it. And I'm really hoping they do. Let's go ahead and advance forward. And they all 3 accept it, so we get Frank Clark, Buda Baker, and O.J. Howard. So we're going to be looking pretty nice. Now we might try to pull together a trade here before the upcoming draft. Trying to pull together a trade here. We're going to see what we can do. The last thing we're missing here is, I do believe, a elite wide receiver. So we're going to see if we can give up Devontae Parker. His contract's coming up. I do want to keep Kenny Stills and Albert Wilson. So I think Devontae Parker's the odd guy out here. Also going to try to give up Charles Harris, and why not Gesicki, because we just signed O.J. Howard, so we really don't need 2 good tight ends right now, and his contract is up next year as well, so why not try to fetch a good price for him? We'll see if this even is close for us. Alright, they declined it. It doesn't look like they're going to accept Gesicki. What if I throw in a first-round pick? I know I'm giving up a haul here, but this might be what it requires. Go ahead and see what that'll do. Ooh, it's super close. It really is. Charles Harris. What else do I need to give up? What if we take out Charles Harris and just throw in like a second-round pick? Would that help? Ooh, maybe a quarterback. Maybe a quarterback would do it. The quarterback, we've been saving a first-round pick, Devontae Parker, and a quarterback for when Aaron Rodgers retires. I mean, we're giving up a haul if they accept it. They do. They accept it, so they get their quarterback for the future. They get a first-round pick, 6th overall, and we give up Devontae Parker. It's very hard to trade, so we needed to get it done. I don't think we would have picked somebody that would have started with that 6th overall pick anyway. So I think we got a decent deal here. I mean, we get the elite receiver we've been looking for, and that should give our quarterback every weapon he could possibly need. He's got an offensive line, a running back, so there's no excuses now. So taking a look at the draft, not a whole lot of players are going to start. I went after another quarterback in case we do need to make another one of those trades. I know it's a little bit cheeky, but It's cheeky that Madden's doing this to me, let's be honest. We should have made the playoffs at least 2 times out of these last couple of years, and we've gotten robbed out of it. So we go after a quarterback, and if we need to, we will trade him. I mean, this is what it's coming down to now when Madden's trying to freaking cheese me here. So that's what our draft's looking like. Really, the only valuable player here is going to be this quarterback. If we maybe can pull together a trade for him later in the rebuild, if we need to. So let's go ahead and hop into year 4 and see what the squad is looking like. Man, if we don't make the playoffs this year, I'm going to be heated. Because we have a squad right now. I mean, we have an elite center, an elite left guard, pretty much an elite left tackle, a good right tackle. We got a decent right guard. Our offensive line, all scheme fit. We're going to be using the run and shoot scheme. We got O.J. Howard. We have Kenny Stills, Adams, Wilson, Jordan Howard to pound the ball. We got our quarterback up to a 93 overall. Going to be a 94 with that upgrade point. Defensively, we improved. We finally get the pass rush that we needed. Wilkins is going to be a monster to stop up the middle. We pick up Frank Clark, who I think could be a real nasty edge rusher. We get Godchuk, who still has great finesse move. I'm surprised he hasn't had breakout years yet. And then we're also going to be starting the rookie Justin here at right end still. So we're still going to have Charles Harris. He's just going to be the backup guy, so he's going to get a lot of those backup snaps. Cornerbacks, we went after Buda Baker, so now we are stacked there. We have Fitzpatrick, Buda Baker, Xavier Howard. Our safeties are nice with Omen and Carl Joseph. And our linebackers are nice as well. We still have Jerome Baker, McMillan, and Lewis. I mean, it would be a shame if we don't make the playoffs. I mean, we have a really nice team right now. Really nice. So if we don't make the playoffs, I really don't know what to think. I really don't. Let's go ahead and hop right to mid-season, see what our record is, and some of the players we're going to have to re-sign coming up. Now, there is something going on here. We finished 2-5 at mid-season? What? What, man? For real? What is going on? I don't get it. I really don't. That's insane to me. Okay. I mean, sure. That is some shit right there. Are you... Woo! Okay. Try not to get too heated here. We gotta re-sign Devontae Adams, Kenny Stills, Jerome Baker, gonna let Gesicki go. Man. You guys gotta admit, that's insane. We're 2-5. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I think Miami is cursed in the rebuilds. I just do. I mean, holy crap. We don't make it, and we finish 6-10. There's something going on here. We finished 6-10, I think, 3 straight years. 3 straight years, I think we finished it. Man, I don't get it. I don't freaking get it. I mean, look at our team. We have an elite receiver now. We got Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson. That's tough. That's a tough one to swallow. It really is. In year 4, I mean, okay. Holy crap. I mean, they're really being hard on me this time in this rebuild. I don't think I've ever had a rebuild go like this before. I mean, this is outrageous. So he's not playing bad. Tua is. 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 picks. Completion rate could be better. I'm just not getting why we're losing here. Jordan Howard again doesn't rush for 1,000 yards, which is unfortunate. It's a little tough. 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Receiving the ball here, Devontae Adams comes in with 84 receptions, leads the team. About 1,100 yards, nearly 1,200 actually, 5 touchdowns. Kenny Stills has 79 receptions, not a touchdown. O.J. Howard comes in and does well. 77 receptions, 800 yards and 8 TDs. Albert Wilson still doing the things. He's averaging 16.6 yards per reception. He gets 8 touchdowns on the year, nearly 800 yards. Blocking, for some reason our blocking just isn't holding up. Even though we have a nice offensive line, that's something I don't get. Defensively, we get 120. We get 300 tacklers. 120 by McMillan, 107 by Baker. Whoa, 107 by Buda Baker He's a corner. 105 by Baker, just Jerome Baker here. 92 by Fitzpatrick. Sacks, we get 10 by Will. Oh, see, we're getting after the quarterback now. What's going on? Well, I mean, geez. We get 10 sacks by Wilkins, 9.5 by Clark, 4.5 by the second-year guy now. And Freddie Justin. Godchicks is getting in there, 3.5. I mean, they're... Whoa. Interception struggled a little bit. I don't know. I really don't. I just don't get it. It has to just be Miami is tough to rebuild. It just is. But it really shouldn't be because we have a nice squad here. I mean, after we upgrade, Tagovailoa here is going to be up to like a 96 overall. That's just tough. I mean, there's no other way around it. That's just not good. All right, guys, I got a plan. I have a freaking plan here. If Madden wants to cheese me, all right, they can cheese me all they want. But I got a plan that might be unstoppable. We're going to go after J.J. Watt and Von Miller here in free agency. We're offering them far and above anybody else. If they accept this, we are going to be a freaking god squad out here. Just wait till you see what I have planned. Just you freaking wait. This is going to get gnarly if they accept it. And if they don't, it's going to be really tough. They both do. Okay, you guys got something in store here. All right, wait till we get to year 5. We'll do a quick draft recap. And then after that, things are going to get hairy. So I didn't show a draft recap because I didn't get anybody that's going to actually start for us. So let's just go ahead and set the season goal. We know what time it is. It's Super Bowl or bust. And then I'll show you my grand plan here for the last year. So offense is basically the same. I mean, we should have played better last year than we did, but we still have a good offensive line. Actually, I would say a top tier O-line. We have a nice tight end in Howard. Same receivers here. We got Tagovailoa. All right, that's as close as it's gonna get. He's up to a 96 overall. We got Jordan Howard here, who's a nice power back. Receivers are good. Defensively, this is my plan here. We've struggled defensively. So we bring in J.J. Watt. He's going to start out left end. We move Von Miller to defensive tackle because I've had them here in another rebuild. And 1 year he got like 30-some sacks. So we're gonna go all out. We're going to go all freaking out. I'm going to start him above Christian Wilkins because let's be honest, him as a defensive tackle, he's got nice strength. He's got insane finesse. Great power move. He's going to be a handful. We also have Christian Wilkins. Frank Clark now is going to be at the right side. Corners are stacked. We got nice linebackers. We got decent safeties. This is the dream team. This is the freaking dream team. We got a 97 overall offense, 95 overall defense. So I've done everything in my power here to rebuild the Dolphins from pretty much scratch. We started with a few pieces here or there, but we've built our way up. We've scratched our way up. No playoff appearances yet. This has got to be the year. It's got to be. It's freaking got to be. I'm not going to check back on midseason because it is the 5th and final year, so it doesn't matter who I need to resign because this is the last year. So let's go ahead and see if we're in the playoffs, please. Yes, finally we get a bye. Holy crap, dude. Holy freaking crap. It's about time? I would say it's about time. I definitely would. Let's go ahead and advance forward just to see who we're going to be playing here in the divisional round. We're going to be taking on the Patriots. And you bet everything I will be playing the Moments. I do not care. I've gotten cheated out of this rebuild. And I'm going for a Super Bowl. You know what? We're going for it. We are going for it. Let's go ahead and check. Ooh, wow. He struggles this year. Not a great year by Tua Tagovailoa here. 3,800 yards, only 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 63% completion rate. Running the ball, Jordan Howard has a decent year with 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 2 fumbles. Receiving the ball, we get 85 receptions by Devontae Adams, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Why have we struggled to get touchdowns? Man, I thought Tagovailoa here was going to be our quarterback, but geez, he struggled. He definitely has. We gave him all the weapons in the world, and he just hasn't really produced. Blocking the ball, we get, See how? I mean, really? 10 sacks? We have an elite O-line, which is pretty crazy. We have 118 tackles by McMillan. We get 104 by Jerome Baker. How does he have 10.5 sacks? Okay, this is a little odd. I don't know what's going on here. We get 18.5 sacks, though, by Miller. We get 11 by Christian Wilkins. Somehow our middle linebacker gets 10.5. We must have blitzed a bunch. 6 by Frank Clark. Only 3.5 by J.J. Watt. Whoa. Okay, I mean, there's something going on here, dude. What is going on? We get 5 picks by Joseph, 3 by Baker, 2 by Jerome Baker, 2 by Maninka, 2 by Xavier Howard. We get some turnovers, which is nice. Let's go and hop into this playoff game. We're going to be playing some of the moments, and we're going to try to get a W. I mean, we're going to do everything we can to get a W here against the Patriots. A hot division rivalry. It's time. It's Miami's time to take over this division. The Patriots have ruled it for too long. As a Kansas City fan, they're going down. You know, they are going down. All right, guys, we're going to be in the playoffs here, taking on the Patriots. Keep in mind, I'm not going to play every moment. If you guys are new to my rebuilds, I only play the moments that when it gets hairy. So when it gets hairy, we jump in. Probably not going to play every moment. I just want to kind of take control if it gets out of hand. Oh, wow, we missed the field goal. Of course we do. Of course we do. Red zone alert. Can my team please take control? Third down alert. We're going to go in. Facing a 3rd and 1 here. This is what we brought Jordan Howard in for. Let's go ahead and power it forward. Come on, Howard. You got this. You got this. Jordan Howard with the power. Down to the 1. What a play there. Fighting forward. I mean, why can't they just do that by themselves? You know what I'm saying? I got to jump in these moments. Just want my team to be good. I mean, we have some nasty players, okay? The Patriots score. Oh, no. 3rd down alert. We're going to go in. 3rd and 3. This is a big play right now. It's a huge play, actually. Real big. Kenny Stills is wide open. It's weird playing with a lefty. I'm not going to lie. Playing with a lefty is not good. But we get the completion. Maybe that's why he struggled so bad at lefty. Because maybe Madden's just not used to playing with lefties in rebuilds. I don't know. But either way, it's been a tough one. It's been a freaking tough one. 3rd down. Come on, team. Team. Okay, touchdown. 3rd down alert. I'm not going to play these moments. Like I said, I want to wait till it gets hairy. I don't want to control the whole game. Please. Okay, they hold him. That's good. 3rd down alert. 3rd and 6. That's tough. 4th quarter. It's time. I'm not going to lie. Kenny Stills is looking mighty juicy. So is Albert Wilson. You got to give me it. You got to. You have got to. All right. That... Man coverage. Or just wide open there. And we miss it. We freaking miss it, dude. Oh, and watch the Patriots score right at the end of the game. Just watch it. It's... I know it. It's Madden. Watch it. Yep, they tied up. Big into the game drive. We're going in. Alright, guys, I want you guys to know, this is where freaking legends are made. Alright, and we're going to try to be one. We're going to try to be one. We need a touchdown here late. We've struggled. Kenny Stills gets the ball, and he gets up to the 35. Let the clock run a little bit. We got 3 timeouts. No hurry. Oh, wow, no respect here. We're going to go for this out route if it's open, and it looks like it should be. Kenny Stills with a nice possession catch. He's going to get us up to the 48, nearly in field goal range. Don't underestimate him. Don't underestimate a lefty. All right, we're nearly there already. We still got 3 timeouts. We'll see what we can get done. A sack would be detrimental at this point. It would be horrific. Go ahead and call a timeout there. All right, we know we can fly. We know we can freaking fly. As a quarterback here, we're going to see what we can get done. They're sending massive pressure. Get it off early. Oh, okay. Okay, you're going to give me a flag. You're going to throw a flag? Can you look at this cheese? I mean, good God, dude. That's unreal. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's going into overtime here. Okay, we got to punt the ball away. Okay. I think. Actually, no, we have it. Okay. Patriots are going to win. And it's going to end like that. It really is. Oh, man, this is one of the worst rebuilds I think I've ever done. Not for my picking, just Madden. That's just Madden right there. Good old freaking Madden 19 for you. Never fails. Man, I'm heated about that. I'm really heated. I'm not going to lie. I'm freaking on fire. That's a garbage. I mean, we had a 97 overall quarterback. Stacked team. I mean, stacked. Everywhere. Von Miller, J.J. Watt, Frank Clark, Christian Wilkins. Okay. Miami just might be cursed. I mean, let's be honest. That's insane. Oh. And we get outdueled by Justin Herbert. Okay, I see how it is. That's going to do it, though, for this rebuild, guys. I apologize we didn't make the playoffs earlier. There's not much I could do there. I mean, we kind of got screwed over from the beginning. I mean, yeah, we really did. Let me know who you guys want to see next. If you guys did enjoy this rebuild, make sure you hit that sub button. Again, I do apologize we didn't do better, but there's not much I could do. I mean, I stacked the team as much as possible. Made insane moves. Just didn't pay off. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.